Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to play around with this palette. This is the Warriors by Juvia's Place palette. I haven't used this palette yet. It is brand new. I've had it for a little bit, but I just haven't gotten around to playing around with it. I've been doing a lot of color and I kind of did full circle, so now I'm going back to a lot of just bronzy, neutral, just natural looking shades, and this palette just looks so pretty. When I saw it, it just looks so nice. So I did want to just play around with it. I did a couple of little swatches in this palette, but nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna dip my brush in to this shade, and I'm just going to work this in the brow bone. So I didn't use any eyeshadow primer. All I did was take this brush right here and just dust it on my lids just to make sure there's no oils. And all I had was my setting powder. So I'm just gonna make this nice and bright. This is a no-name brush, just a nice little flat brush right here. And I'm just going to go pretty heavy-handed. And then whatever is left over, just bring it in a little bit. I don't like when the front is very bright. I like when the back part, just right underneath the highest arch, well, right underneath the arch, I love when that's very bright. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm just gonna go in with a very small amount, and I'm just going to buff this in. And it's okay if the first shade was a little messy and we brought it down a bit much or kind of low down, because we're just going to buff the transition shade into it. This color is really nice. So I'm just going to drag this color out just a little. And then whatever left over, I'm going to buff right over here. Now that I've buffed that color, I'm going to use the same shade and I'm going to pack this color right on the lid. Just like that. So now we just cleaned off this blending brush and I'm just going to buff this out a little bit. I just feel like it's a bit harsh, so I just want to soften it a little bit more. I feel like that's better. I'm going to go back in with that shade. And I'm taking a Morphe M506 brush, which looks like this, and I'm just going to work this on the lower lash line. And I really just want to buff and work this in. So I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to use this Morphe M224 brush, which looks like this. I like this brush for cutting my crease. So we're going to cut the crease, but we're not using concealer. We're just going to do it with eyeshadow. I just think it's kind of my really quick, easy, cheat way of doing it. And I'm just going to add this right here. These shadows are blending so nicely and so well. So I'm going to stop it halfway and then I'm just going to add this right on to the lid. So I'm going to add a little bit of this. And I'm going to place it right here. That made a subtle difference, but I like it. Going back in with my blending brush, I'm just going to further blend just a little bit right here. Going in with the darkest shade right here. I'm going to take it on a nice little angle brush, and we are going to line our eyes just a little bit. I'm not going to bring this all the way. I just want a little bit of definition. And with this, you want to take your time. Anytime I've rushed doing this, I've never liked the way it turned out. So it's always, in my opinion, best for me if I just take my time and just slowly start building. So you can already see a little bit of definition, the difference between this side and this side, right? Okay. And all I'm doing is stamping this. So I like using a smaller brush. It takes a little longer, but I just like the results so much better. I'm going to go back in with this shade right here. I'm just going to pop that right here into the inner tear duct. Bring it down just a little bit. Now I'm going back in with this shade right here, and I'm using the same angle brush that I used to create this liner. And I'm just going to add this. Right there. And I go back in with that small brush and go in with this deep brown again, taking just the tiniest amount and just adding it right here. Going in with this brown liner from NYX. This is the Slide On Glide On, and this one is in Brown Perfection. Just gonna add some mascara, and we are gonna be doing lashes today. While my lashes are drying, I'm just adding a little bit of mascara on these little baby lashes right here. All right, so I'm adding my Salon Perfect in 614. So I'm gonna go in with my Hoola Bronzer. This is just the original. And I'm just going to lightly bronze my face a little bit. Okay, going in with this Champagne Pop from Becca. This is the loose highlighter. I'm just going to take a little bit of this, pour it into the cap, and just add a little bit right here. I'm going to take a small amount. Highlight my nose. Now I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Blush Trio in Peachy Love. This is what it looks like. I'm going to mix all three colors and pop this onto my cheeks. I'm also using the same brush I used to apply my bronzer. And I like keeping my blush on the outer portion just to give my face more of a lift. All right, so this is a completed look. Oh, before I forget, on my lips, I went in with Morphe's Sweet Tea lip liner. Then I went in with Juvia's Place's lipstick in Mademoiselle. This is a beautiful, beautiful pink. This is my favorite shade from their lipstick collection currently. And I also added a little bit of lip gloss. This is the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Lip Gloss in Naked Cherry. My lips were a little dry. I wanted to keep it matte, but it was a little dry. I needed to add a little bit of gloss, but that is it for this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, this tutorial, this look. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.